Social media analytics. Well, that's not the sexiest or the edgiest topic to talk about, but it is something that's really important, especially if you want to grow your social media accounts. So today, I'm going to try and make this fun and fast as we talk about the 5 social media insights savvy social media marketers look at on the regular. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Episode 229 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit lorashipman.com. That's LORA shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I am so glad you're here. Now, I gotta be honest with you, my friends. I'm not a numbers gal. I never have been, and I'm probably one of those people who never will be. While I understand they are so important, I'm just being honest, it's not my jam. But I have learned to love analytics, and I've learned to love them because I understand them a little bit better. And I think that's one of the things that makes me a non-numbers person, but I've cracked it. I've cracked it a little bit, and I've looked at the numbers that I think that are important and that I understand and that I know how to interpret and read. And I want to share that with you. I want to share with you my simple version of looking at analytics and not being bored by them, but actually maybe even being a little bit excited by them. So the categories that I'm going to be talking about today pretty much translate across most social media platforms. But when I'm talking, I will probably be referring to Instagram quite a bit because Instagram is my jam. I love hanging out there. I love communicating with people there. So I will be talking within the frameworks of Instagram, but know that you could probably find these same numbers on Facebook or LinkedIn, depending on where you like to hang out. Okay, so we're going to dive into this, and it's not going to be in any particular order. So just go ahead, grab a pen and a piece of paper and jot these notes down. And I think this is going to shed a lot of light on what you're actually looking at when you're looking at your numbers in the insights section of either Facebook or Instagram or the analytics section of LinkedIn. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is account reach. And it's really important that you understand the difference between account reach and impressions. They're two very different things, and it's so super easy to get them confused. So let's talk about impressions first. Impressions is the number of times your content, whether it be a post or a story, was shown to users. So what this could potentially mean is Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn could be sharing your content over and over to the same group or the same population of people. So they may see your message more than once. Now, reach is something completely different. Reach tells you how many unique users. That means a different person every time was served your content. So that means Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever platform it is, will take a population of people and show them the post. And then depending on how that post performs, they'll widen that population up a little bit and show it to more people and more people. I really like checking out what my post reach is because it tells me how many new people am I hitting every day or every time I post. This is an important metric to measure because what this tells me is my brand awareness is growing, especially if it gets in front of new eyeballs every time I post. So impressions are the total number of times your content has been seen, and it can be seen by the same person more than once, where reach is the unique user, the unique viewer who has seen your content. That means your account is growing and being exposed to more people. So you really want to see that number go up. So you may be thinking, well, what if I don't see that number go up? Or what if it goes down? What does that mean for me and my account? What I would tell you to do is take a good hard look at the content you're putting out there for your audience and ask yourself, why would my audience care about this piece of content? Is it giving them value? Is it offering a quick win? Is it making them go through a quick transformation, something that's going to make their life better? Whatever it is, ask yourself if you're really dropping value. And if you can't come up with an answer saying, yes, I can see my audience winning by putting these actions in place, or they're experiencing quick transformations because they read my post. If none of those things are bubbling up for you, it's time to take a closer look at your content and see how you can improve it. And once you improve your content, I bet you your reach will go up. And here is why. When people engage and comment and like and share, that lights up the algorithm, and it tells the algorithm that there is valuable content to be had in your post, and that the algorithm should open up and send your content to new people. And that, my friends, is reach, those new people that the algorithm thinks should see your content. Okay, so that was the first analytic we were going to look at, account reach. That's your overall account. Now we're going to look at reach again, but this time the top performing posts based on reach. And why this is important, it means that your posts are valuable, and it will tell you what your audience wants to see from you. So if you have some really big reach numbers on posts that include infographics, carousel posts, or mini trainings, that means you've got to do more of those particular posts so that you can get the bigger reach on those individual type posts, as well as your overall account. And chances are your post reach is driven by two other analytics that I like to dive into a little bit because they really also tell a story. And those are saves and shares. So you really want to focus on how many posts, and these are two different analytics, how many posts get saved and how many posts get shared out there, because what that means is your audience is loving this content, and they love it so much that they're not afraid to share the love. So what they end up doing, number one, is if it's something really good and that they're learning from and that they need to maybe refer back to a little later, they'll go ahead and hit that save button. And that's usually a little bookmark flag on the post, and it saves. I know Facebook and Instagram do this. You can save posts there. Not so sure about LinkedIn. But when people take that action, that one more step to save something to look at later, that sends a signal. And actually, the algorithm will reward you for saves and shares because they're looking at that as a signal that says, oh, important information here, important content. People really like it. I bet you even more people will like it, so we will open it up to more people, and boom, there goes your reach. So what I'm saying here, in a roundabout way, the more times that you can get a save and a share on content, the better off you're going to be, because it's going to open up the reach. It'll open up the post reach, and it'll open up the account reach. And it's the same thing for shares, right? So if people find something that's maybe really funny or really, really valuable, or people would get a lot of help from this, and they go ahead to share it to their stories or share it as another post, that also lights up the algorithm saying, hey, valuable post, because this thing's going viral. People are sharing it all over the place. We need more people to take a look at this content. So what you want to do is go back into your analytics and take a look at your posts that had the most shares and the most saves, and create more types of content just like that. Not the same content, change it up a little bit, or repurpose some stuff with a new little twist on it, so that you can continue to get those saves and shares taking place. Okay, so my fifth little analytic that I like to look at is link visits. This is really important to me because what it tells me is, number one, people are going to my profile just to check me out and see who I am, what I do, what I offer, how I serve, all of those things. But then I take it one step further, and what it shows me is how many people actually leave the app to learn more about me. And I think this is really important because they're making a conscious effort to say, okay, I'm going to leave Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and go check out Lora on a deeper level because I want to see what she's offering on her website. or what lead magnet she has out there that I can benefit from, all of those things. And that tells me I'm winning with my audience when I see those link visits go up because they want to know more from me. And so just a little note on link visits. I would make sure you use your most important, valuable link here. And just to send them to your homepage on your website, it's not the most ideal link I would suggest sending them to, because what happens is there's no way really to track who the individual user was who went from Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn to the homepage. There's no way to track them unless you have some sort of a pop-up there that maybe they fill out to sign up for a newsletter or something like that. What I prefer is a really valuable lead magnet that sends them to a sign-up form. So for example, what I might have people do who visit my profile to click on my link, I might give them some sort of a social media planner, or maybe I'll give them some access to my caption vault, something really valuable where they can't help but to continue and fill out that form. What happens is they give me their name and they give me their email address, so I know exactly who my target audience is at that point, because that all gets dumped into either Constant Contact, MailChimp, pick one of those email providers. And now I have the opportunity to nurture that person just a little bit more and serve them even better, because now I've got their name and their email and we can continue our relationship. Okay, my friends, those were my 5. And notice how I did not mention likes. And I think I've said this before on the show. I don't really like likes as a measurement tool because it's nothing for someone to be scrolling through any of the social media apps and just double tap to like something. It takes absolutely no energy or thought to do that. What does take energy and thought is a comment, a share, a save, and a click through to get off the app and onto your website. So those are the important things that I measure. And just as a quick recap, the 5 different analytics that I look at on the regular are account reach, top post based on reach, link visits, saves, and shares. So I hope this was helpful for you. I have a question for you though. Are there any analytics that you're struggling with right now that maybe you don't understand or you're not sure what to do with that number? Go ahead and let me know what that analytic or insight is in the comment section, or better yet, go ahead and snap a screenshot of this episode and drop it in your stories and tag me in it and say, Lora, I don't get it. I don't understand this insight or this analytic, and I will go ahead and answer that question for you. I'd be more than happy to do that. All right, my friends. Well, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay social. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.